following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Thomas heads off to the barracks. Bunk 2B is the bunk right below Harvey Blake Inger.
Oh, awesome.
All the bunks immediately around him are empty.
Why did I get the one underneath them with all the other ones? Okay. Alright.
You go to sleep, but
Yep.
all night he is scritching away with his scratchy pencil on, like, just writing all night. And you can roll dreams if you want.
16.
Can you roll again? That's
Yep.
a 16, and I've got a feeling-
11.
11. Oh, that's worse. That's not good. Okay. Thomas Drake. Thomas Drake China Dreams. That's what we want.
China dreams. China.
Okay. Okay, so for sub 14 we have... the prevailing mood of the day has been one of adventurous heroism, I would say. And intrigue. So, go over to here. And 11, you say?
Yeah.
You are in a laboratory in high school. You are working on a chemistry project that needs to be turned in at the end of the day. For some reason, you're having a lot of trouble remembering basic high school chemistry. Your fellow classmates have all completed their projects and left. The lab tutor is looking very bored, like they want to leave, and that you're holding them up on what seems to be a very simple thing that everyone else just handed in. But you're not somehow able to make it work. This very, very simple thing is beyond you. Your classmates, Xander, Svetlana, River, Anthony Smar, and your dad as a teenager are all outside playing handball, and you really want to join them, but you just can't make it work. The tutor finally stands up and comes around to your desk, tutting disapprovingly at you. You're having trouble seeing his face as he says, "It's never over, Drake." You wake up. In the morning at a normal time, because it wasn't that bad a dream. For an 11.
Right. But that's always like... When the dream's in like that, it's always like bolt straight up. Like, you know what I mean? Like...
Right, on we go.
Yeah.
Thomas wakes up.
Alright.
It's like 7 in the morning.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get changed and then head to the shed.
Mm-hmm. Yep, River meets you. He's like, "Good morning, sunshine. I have breakfast for you." She has breakfast for you. There's some pancakes.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you make this?
No. Charles came in with them. I told him you were sleeping and I'd keep them warm. How are you feeling?
Everything went fine? Oh, I feel
Feel like
I feel
what?
better.
Good.
What?
Nothing. Anyway, Mr. Reporter here was saying that they'll be developed by now. He's going to check on them. So, you arrived right on time. River seems extra pretty this morning for some reason.
You seem to be in a good mood today.
Mm-hmm.
You have a revelation, or
No,
something good happen?
not really.
Alright.
So a guy goes into his little container.
And they're all destroyed.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's roll for that.
No! 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 Don't do it! Don't do it!
From inside, you hear like, what? No! 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 The sound of someone backing into a wall.
Really?
It's impossible!
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside.
Okay, Mr. Giant bends and creeps inside with his large bigness. It's cramped inside for Thomas Drake.
Yeah.
His already impeded and hindered movement made worse.
Yep.
There are a number of 8x10 photos hanging up on pegs hung from strings. Well, a string line. You know what a duckling looks like.
Yeah.
And there's like some shots of the compound and such. And soldiers doing their thing. There's a picture of a water tank. And there's you definitely see there's a person in that water tank.
Yep.
And it's the reporter. With his camera. It's impossible, I swear. I swear I wasn't there. I don't understand what's going on. You see, there's also a picture
So there's
of,
a
river cutting through the pipe. It's pretty clear.
Yeah. So there's the photo is from the vantage. That's from the same vantage point. The vantage point he said he was at, right?
Yep. And it does
But it's
line
like
up with
him-
someone who was there. But it's like him on the
Yeah.
roof with his camera taking a picture.
But like he's in. But like, yeah. So it's literally impossible, right? That photo developed from this camera.
No, it isn't. For example, he could have set it up on a tripod with a timer,
Right.
run over
yeah.
there with another identical camera, perhaps, and then been in the picture. It could have been.
You could. You don't happen to have a second camera, do you?
Yes, I do. It's over here. You go over, pick it up. It's not the same model of camera. It's a smaller, like Instamatic, like a Polaroid. Sorry.
Right. Right. So it's not even the kind that you develop photos in this way for, anyway, right?
No, because they develop themselves. They're smaller.
Yeah.
Guy's freaking out. He's sweating. His hat's just his tie's crooked. Everything. He's like tugging at his collar. He's like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Well, I mean, Thomas will start collecting all the photos.
Well, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
What are you doing?
I'm taking the photos.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
I do have to admit that it does seem quite unlikely that you did do it, despite you somehow being in this photograph.
I swear. There are a stack of Polaroids as well on the bench. You taking them?
I'll check them.
There's a picture of you and River coming into camp yesterday. It's a picture, a Polaroid picture of you talking with Kelly Putty. There's a Polaroid picture of a thumb.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
a picture of like a hand reaching out towards a melty-looking pipe. In a suit, in like a coat sleeve there, and
I see.
yeah, I mean, it looks like his
There-
hand.
Are there any more?
There is one other, but it's not really.
Oh, yeah?
You don't pay attention to it.
What's... What do you mean I don't pay attention to it? I've checked all of them. Why would I not check this one?
It's just a picture of your mother talking with River.
Just like in the cafeteria.
Yeah. They're both smiling.
Why did you take this photo?
What photo?
I'll show him the one that's my mother and River.
I don't remember taking that photo. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Fuck me.
Alright,
Fuck me.
I will.
Jesus. That's currently what you're doing.
Am I? Or am I providing
Little bit.
the clues you need to solve this crime?
Are these clues? Because, like, here's the thing. Harbinger has done the same thing to me, right?
I know, right?
Like, the exact same thing
Like this
previously.
literal exact
Like,
trick.
yeah, yeah. Are any of the other photos from that rooftop vantage point around, other than the one of River cutting the thing, around that time? Like, did he take a bunch of pictures, or is there just the one that has him in it and the one that has River in it?
Like I said, there's a bunch of pictures of like the compound and the layout, and like people moving around, and some of them have like a telephoto lens, obviously because they're closer in, but clearly from the angle, the same thing. They're color pictures, by the way, like really nicely. Detailed.
Color pictures?
Yeah, they're in color.
Yeah.
They're actually like very good pictures. He's clearly got a good photographic eye. Some of them are like duds, like a bit chunky. There's some blur going on, or like the angle isn't, the framing isn't quite right. But like for the most part, they're pretty good. And it seems like he was. There's about like 24 pictures in total.
Mm. And the one that incriminates him.
Mm-hmm. That's the third from end.
So after that, there's the one with River in it.
Yep. And then there's one of like
What's
the
up?
firefighters like using the hose to extinguish the building.
Oh, I see.
It's gorgeous.
The one that
way
has
the water is catching the light. Oh, sorry, no, it's fourth from the end because there is a final picture of Thomas with a literal fucking halo of radiant light behind his head in a hero pose on top of a roof. Light catching the water droplets below, creating a rainbow shimmer effect in the air. It's almost deific. Especially since he's in an up angle, so it's like it makes you look like a god.
Yeah. Is there one of these? So the photo that's. Can I look for signs of editing?
Sure. You get a magnifying glass up from over there because there's usually one, and you can give me a photographic forensics check.
Hmm.
Don't have that? How about just forensics? Don't have that? Investigation. With a hefty penalty.
Alright. A hefty penalty.
Well,
If I knew forensics wasn't just going to be covered by investigation, I would have put points in forensics.
I mean, I did tell you that we split off a lot of skills to get like lower DCs.
I didn't know it was this stratified, that's all.
Oh, it gets worse. Like,
Oh my god, dude, I rolled a 20, I rolled a 20.
Oh, okay. There is no sign of editing that you can detect through investigative methods whatsoever.
Fuck. Oh.
You are absolutely certain that... But then again, when Harbinger has done this to you in the past, it has been also like that.
Hmm. What's the one before this? Because like this sets a we're trying to set a timeline to prove that he's innocent.
You got a 20, so I'm going to give you something that you've never picked up on before.
Oh.
So Max in the picture, Rex, sorry.
Yeah.
In the picture.
Yeah.
He's lit wrong. He's lit as though he would be on the place where he was ostensibly taking the photograph from, not from the way he is in the shot.
Oh my god.
But there's no sign of editing.
Oh, of course there isn't, because it's not edited.
Nope.
Right? He's copied him.
Mm-hmm. That's the conclusion you would come to. But it's like it's a mirror. He's lit like the photograph of him was taken from that point of view. You know, the lighting is on that.
Yeah.
That man is lit wrong.
Like, I don't know if he hears this, but like Thomas will just like, it was right.
What?
Just like real quiet, just under his breath, real quiet.
I'm like a listening chick. That's a 1. He doesn't hear shit.
Yeah.
Actually, it makes sense. He's probably like a gibbering, like in the middle of an emotional collapse, watching his whole world fall down around his ears. Rivers from outside. She's like, "What's going on in there? Are you killing him?"
No. Just give me a sec. Okay. I'll get all the photos, and I'll sort of. I don't want to tower over him. I would just be like, "Yeah, you fucked son," but like, listen. We have about 14 more hours before Major Dozovec comes to take you into custody. That's how much time I was given.
Oh.
Now, I'm going to try to prove that you're innocent.
Get the picture. Get the picture.
I've looked at the picture. The lighting is wrong. You're shaded as though you're in a different place than on that roof.
I was in a different place. I swear.
Right.
I was on top of the hospital building.
So how could you be on that building?
I wasn't.
How could there be a
I
picture?
wasn't.
Listen to me. How could there be a picture of you on that building, lit wrong?
There can't be. There can't be. Yeah, I think you might have come to the conclusion he's too far gone for thought.
Yeah. Listen to me. Don't do anything stupid. Everything will be much easier if you're calm and accept what happens. Even if I can't manage to prove your innocence, things will be worse for you if you do something reckless. Okay?
That's a persuasion check.
18.
Fuck.
What? You're like whinging about my rolls being good. That was a bad roll.
I'm whinging about your numbers being good then.
Okay, alright.
It's never over, Ray.
Yeah.
He seems to accept that. But you think you should knock him out and tie him up just in case.
Alright.
Maybe kill him.
I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on. Just stay put.
He nods reluctantly.
Get some sleep. I'll head out to where River is.
It was like, finally, God, I'm starting to feel like an outsider here. I realize I'm an outsider, never mind.
I'm gonna pass her the photograph.
Just the one?
Just the one of him on the roof.
Well, I mean, this doesn't really prove anything to me. I've seen this kind of thing before, right? Though it does look like he's on the roof. Though why he would take a picture of himself doing that is beyond me. So, like, obviously
He's
it's
lit wrong.
fake.
He's lit wrong.
I mean, it's not his best angle, but you know.
This photograph isn't doctored, but he's lit as though he's on the roof he's actually on, instead of the roof he is on in the photo.
My God. I'm an idiot. Why didn't I see that? I'm sorry. Okay. What is that? How does that help? I mean, you can use it to prove he didn't do it, but you can't use it to find who did, to the satisfaction of your military tribunal. And they might say, that could be a mutant thing.
It means I was right.
I already figured you were.
Well,
Any other clues in the other pictures?
I will show her the other, like, the Polaroid pictures, the ones that are, like, really suspect. Because all the Polaroid pictures are, like, taken by Harbinger, right? The one of the sleeve, the one where it's, like, the valve and his sleeve, is that also lit wrong, if I, like, really look at it?
Oh, give me a check.
30.
Yes.
Now, and, like, I only get that because I'm looking for the difference in lighting, right?
Yep. You'll notice that the lighting on the sleeve seems to be coming from the wrong direction, like he's been flipped. It's subtle, but it's there.
Yeah.
It's like,
And
this is a
then-
nice one of me and your mother. Can I keep this? Oh, I suppose I should ask him.
He didn't take that photo. At least I know how to look now.
Okay. But we still
So, like, here's the
still
thing.
Mr. Innocent.
From now, like, every single person Drake sees, he is going to be trying...
Love a roll.
He is going... Yeah. Just ask for them and I'll give them to you. Because, like, he is going to be trying to ascertain whether they are lit in the correct way. And this is... And I mean, every person, every time he sees them. Like...
I'll just add an extra threshold on top of your normal perception checks. And if you get...
Alright.
And if you reach them, then I'll let you know.
Alright.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah, it's an absurd amount of checks, right? But, like...
Yeah, I tend to try and streamline those absurd amounts whenever possible.
Yeah.
Like, one of the worst things you can do is ask for too many checks for the same thing. Like, I just watched a video on, like, GMs that make players. It's like, oh, you want to climb this cliff? Well, you're going to need to give me 40 climbing checks. And because, well, of course you're going to fail one of those, aren't you? Of course you are.
Yeah. If you roll 40 times, you're going to roll 1-1. You know, like...
Yeah, so it's like, don't do that. Like, get a couple of checks for a very high cliff, sure. But not, like, yo, every 10 yards you got needs another check. Like, but they're going to fail. Of course they are. And so why would anyone ever do something like that? Because, of course, like, law of probabilities, it's like, no, just get a couple of checks to see how they're going to do, and then just say, it's going to take this amount of time. If you want to go faster, then you need to get more checks. That's what you do. That's how you do that.
Yeah, so... Yeah. I think... I don't know, I feel like that's a reasonable step Drake would take from this point on, knowing that,
Sure.
you know, like...
I think that's reasonable too. We're just
Yeah.
like, okay, what's the next step, boss? She'll give the Polaroids back to you.
You don't want to keep this one?
It's not mine. I'll ask him. if I get it later. I'd feel bad if I just took it.
Fair enough. Now, I don't know how the Major is going to take a story of. I know it looks exactly like him, but if you look close enough, it's another mutant with an ability to copy people and their abilities. But
if you want, I could try and explain it to him.
I'm going to try, but I think we need to do that first.
Lead on, boss.
No need to be so official.
Okay. Sorry.
It's fine.
Lead on, Mr. Drake.
Mr. Drake.
Charles'
Actually, the first thing
friend
I've
and
got...
employer?
Charles' friend and employer. I'm going to go... He's not going to go to Dozer first, right? He's going to go to the cafeteria and, like, do the people spotting thing
Okay.
while pretending to socialize. Like, he's going to go check the science team, like...
Okay. There's a lot of nurses who treat you like a big hero they'd like to suck with the peen of. They're not going to be that blunt, but, you know, just generalizing.
I got a 37 on my perception check.
Everyone appears to be lit correctly. No one is acting sus in the way you're looking for.
It's not even acting sus, right? It's just appearance, because I know he's good. You know what I mean? Like...
Are you including River in these perception checks?
If she... Yes. Everyone, every time I see them again for the first time.
Oh, in that case, give me another
Every
roll.
time. That's not allowed. 30.
Yeah, she looks normal to you.
Okay.
Charles will approach. Ah, good morning, sir. I trust breakfast found you well.
Yes, thank you, Charles.
I didn't steal them for myself, Charles. Of course not. I would never imply such a thing. Charles is lit the correct way.
Okay.
Because you
It's
would have
a-
seen him with that chick.
Yeah.
Sir seems to be searching for something. Is there any way I could help, sir? You're just hanging on to the photos in your hands, right?
Yeah.
Literally, where else would you put them?
Like, in the suit pocket, you know? Like, on the inside.
They're a bit too big for that.
They're too big. Yeah. You mind coming for a short walk, Charles?
Of course, sir.
Get to one of the, like, empty rooms.
Mm-hmm. You find a
Okay,
janitor's closet.
Really?
Yeah, but janitor's closets aren't exactly like closets. They're fair. You could walk in them.
Oh, actually... No, it'll actually be fine here, because I don't have to reveal anything. I can head to my father's room,
Okay.
because there's just him in it, yeah.
Father sits up. There is no butler. And there's no butler. And there's a girl. I can see how he's a detective.
I'll pass him the photo.
Woo!
You see the problem with this photo?
It's been doctored. This man's not lit with the rest of the scene. 20, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not doctored, though. This is the genuine photo that came out of the camera.
Charles, my bad, the find was. Of course, sir. It doesn't appear to be doctored at all. I need to see the negative to be sure, but what does this imply? Then he does this. He does the Adam West thing. He's like, of course, this is a mirror duplicator. a mutant with an ability to replicate others. But they're doing it by sight, and they haven't realized that they've got the image flipped! They've got the image flipped! This is a big clue, but I don't know what it means.